All right. Apparently, there is a huge Valorant drama going on. Okay? So let's see what is happening in the world of Valorant.
Hello everyone, this guy's Toast here, esports team owner, bringing you hits such as how I lost $500,000 on my Valorant team, and my follow-up hit single, how I lost $1 million on my League of Legends team. Well, the fun doesn't stop, and today let me regale you with a tale of more of my misfortune.
But that's okay, because it was good content, though.
In the world of esports. So, at the beginning of this year, I started a Valorant Game Changers team. Now, Game Changers is essentially a league for women and marginalized genders. There's 3 Game Changers events every year. The first event, we had my friends Truly Tenzin, Quarter Jade, Sidium play under the DSG flag, and it was really hype. Everyone was really excited to see these streamers compete in a serious environment, and they did really well. Game Changers 2 comes around,
Okay, so I had no idea that this was a thing. The Valorant having a Game Changers thing where what did he say? Females and something about genders or whatever. There's already so much going through my head already. But let's just keep going.
Decided to field a professional team filled with radiant players. So people who are extremely good at the game, and we kind of surpassed expectations because we finished 3rd. So things were looking up, and we head into Game Changers 3 months later with a lot of practice and a lot of higher expectations. And we get eliminated top 8. We played against this free agent team called Newt that is not a salaried team, it's just 5 random players. And then in the lower bracket, we lost to Evil Geniuses, who ended up winning the entire thing. And obviously the team was really sad and disappointed in themselves. Everyone was kind of blaming themselves for the loss, even though it's really no one's fault, it's just competition. That was it. Or so we thought. The next day, as the tournament continued, the team that beat us, Newt, in the middle of their next series, got disqualified. And everyone was really confused because there was no reason for it initially. And after 2 hours of investigation, Riot came out with a competitive ruling on Team Newt. And it says, during the VCT Game Changers Series 3 match between Newt and Complexity, Riot anti-cheat confirmed competitive integrity was compromised by Newt.
Oh my god, competitive integrity compromised? What is happening? The anti-cheat was working, preserving the competitive integrity. What a world. I can't imagine competitive integrity being preserved at all in FPS. So excuse me if I sound surprised, but I'm just surprised as hell, man. This is crazy. This is news to me, okay? This rarely happens in shooters. Okay? So let's just see. Let's see.
Per Game Changers rules and regulations, teams who have been found violating competitive integrity of a match will receive a match forfeit. Now, obviously, this affects us a lot because we were...
How did they violate the competitive integrity?
Essentially the first team Newt played in the top 8 main qualifier. So we were essentially...
Now, the reason this is kind of funny right off the bat, if Newt faced anybody else, and then let's say it was disguised host team versus Newt later, you probably wouldn't have heard anything about this. But because Newt was unfortunate enough to go up against host team in the beginning, of course he's gonna make a video about it, calling these people out. I don't know what they did exactly, but hey, it's so funny. Good on Toast for calling these people out, man.
kicked out to the lower bracket by a team caught cheating. And we're not the only team affected, because before the main event, there
Oh,
was also open qualifiers.
well, yeah, Newt had to probably go against a bunch of other teams. But the real question is, why didn't the anti-cheat go off over here when the anti-cheat went off over here? Okay, why does it take so long for the Valorant anti-cheat system to go off? What the heck happened?
And Team New played against 4 other teams, I believe, and they had to beat 4 other teams for this spot. So it's not just us that was affected. Now, what kind of cheating, you may ask? Well, Riot didn't divulge full details about the investigation.
Riot are a bunch of bitches. Okay, now this is twofold. The reason they don't, one of the reasons they don't call out what exactly happened is because they don't want to give it attention. All right, if they say what exactly Newt did, then and the anti-cheat picked up on it after they cruised through a bunch of teams and matches already, that's going to give attention to that specific cheat thing that they used. And when you give something attention, more people are going to do it. So that's one thing. Okay?
They tend to not say everything because they don't want to give away information that might cause cheat makers to realize they're kind of onto them. So these are some of the video clips that people point to as being suspicious.
Bro, that just looks like a sharp, crispy aimbot. All right. I mean, if you guys haven't really seen anything, they can make cheats. Cheats can do literally anything. Okay, as far as like aimbot goes, and the standard is like some sort of aimbot, some sort of wall hack where you can see people through walls. I mean, this is from the in-game spectator perspective. That's why you can see everybody through the walls. But there are cheats where you can give you sight of everybody through walls. And as far as aimbot goes, bro, like modern day cheats for FPSs are so advanced. The cheats, so like you'll be running the game on your main game computer, and the cheats will be on a different computer, just as an example. All right, so when they try to go to look at that computer's device to see if there's any cheats on it, they scan it or whatever, and they're not going to find anything because the cheats are on a whole nother computer. So that's one thing. And if you've seen, like, you could just do a simple YouTube search or Google search to see like what modern day aimbot menus look like. There are so many settings. It's ridiculous and it's abhorrent. All right, you like that word, abhorrent? It's disgusting how many settings there are to aimbots to make this cheat look human. All right, because it's a little more obvious when someone goes to, shoot a shot and then it just like snaps, like with no shake or whatever between like targets. It's kind of obvious when there's like an obvious snap into something that is perfectly still and like right onto a headshot or something. It's kind of obvious. There's so many settings that you can just have now to make it look more human and to deceive people. So
there are also allegations that the player is a player who has been banned. There are allegations that it's a guy playing. Who knows? So it turns out there's multiple like sus things happening.
Well, if it was just a dude like a straight dude, that's not really a marginalized gender, but you can make a bunch of arguments of that, like they're not even following the rules at that point. Like, what were the qualifications to get for a team to get into this league or whatever? Wouldn't you have to like send in some sort of like video or something, be like, hey, it's me, I'm playing or whatever, like at the bare minimum? Like, what?
The player in question was a player called Malibu, and this was a player that no one's ever heard of. I'm pretty like in tune with the scene, like of all the good players.
Mhm.
And when Newt was essentially beating us, I was really impressed by the team as well as the player Malibu specifically, because I never heard about her. And then they showed her picture on stream, and I thought, wow, I'm surprised she's not a popular Valorant streamer, because
Oh, are you suspecting that this could be an entirely just AI image that was sent in? This could be a fake image. Malibu can just be a dude, but this is the image that this person sent in. Who knows if it's real or not?
she's conventionally attractive and she's really good at Valorant, and that's generally two
Yeah.
big factors that might.
Yeah, because the Valorant as a game category on Twitch or any stream site has way more like the ratio of male to female is way more balanced than CS. In CS, it's like 90% male, 10% female, if that, maybe even more so in favor of males. But Valorant, it seems to be about 60-40-ish. I could be wrong on that, even, or maybe 70-30, but it's way more coming towards like the center of like 50-50, all right? Which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
Help a Valorant streamer. Well, it turns out the picture she submitted was fake.
Oh!
It was made by AI,
Oh!
and it was the picture submitted to the tournament.
Notice how the fingers were all left out, and it's because the person didn't want to take a chance of like putting fingers in, because sometimes the AIs will fuck up and put too many fingers or not enough fingers, and it's on a primarily like white background, so there's not a lot of room or just shit going on for the AI generator to just fuck up there either.
Organizers, and I don't really blame the organizers for catching it. Like how for one event we submitted stickman pictures, right? But obviously not a great look. And players, teammates on her team has made statements themselves. You can read it. It's gonna be all.
Okay, I met Malibu literally 2 weeks before Game Changer 3, and never once did it seem like they were cheating. All right, but even if you have friends that play FPSs and you occasionally play with them for a little bit of time, there's nothing that you can do to figure out if they're cheating unless you're going to run like your own personal like anti-cheat system on against that player. Or the only thing that would stick out is like the KD ratio, if anything. There's nothing that a singular person can do, to my knowledge, outside of Waldo vision, that you can identify if a person is like, if one of your friends that you just met is cheating or not. We have zero context, and we really have no idea what they found or what truly happened. All right, that's fair. If they were cheating, okay, if they were cheating, then me. Okay, if they were cheating, then me, Millie, and Kari had quite literally just met them, and we rebuilt Newt just for Game Changer 3 to pug it out and have fun. All right, that's fair. And also, this whole sentence can be a whole lie. You know, this could be like a whole con artist scam. Like, okay, you're going to be the fall guy, you're going to be the obvious cheater, and we're going to all play stupid. And it's just, we're going to do it like that. So that even that can be taken, you know, as a scam even. If you want to hate, then I completely understand. But we all had no idea about any of this, okay? If you want to hate, then I wait. What? You literally just repeating the same thing. I don't understand, but us as three had no idea who this player even was. Okay, you're just like trying to distance yourself as far away from this person as far as humanly possible with just sentences, and you like repeat the same thing like pretty much right there and right there. So I don't know if this is true or whatever.
All in the description or on the screen.
Oh, okay, what is this? I am so incredibly sorry to everyone that were supporters and are now disappointed in us. I came back to the team knowing nothing of the new pickup other than that they were a good player. Okay. So I would assume like you're not just going around like willy-nilly just being like going off of word of mouth. Or maybe you did. Maybe did this person even submit like this Malibu person, did they even submit like a video of like, hey, you guys should choose me. Here's my montage video. Or since montages are generally like all just only highlights, then hey, this is me in my last couple matches, and then they submit something like that. I saw them play and I wasn't suspicious, but in hindsight, I can see as to how people can consider it obvious. Well, modern day cheats are designed to make it not so obvious. So once, you know, an anti-cheat system like what's it called for Valorant? Is it like I forgot. Is it Vanguard? Once that shit like goes off, then it's like you're playing hindsight Henry, like, oh, that was obvious flick, obvious cheat, obvious aimbot. Were they walling? Oh my gosh, you know, you don't really know. I believe that Mali was one of the best players I had ever seen, and now I have been told of their past being one of a player who ban evaded. Oh, evading the bans. I wonder why. I had never heard of that player beforehand, and that is completely new information to me. Regardless of the outcome, I want to say that I am so sorry to everyone and every team who was affected by this. Oh, that's fair. You have every right to say whatever it is you want to say, every right to be upset with me, and every right to have an ill outlook on me. So I think everybody that wasn't pegged for being a cheater, they're all worried about being guilty by association, because nobody knows if this was an entire like scam team. Like I said before, the one person is the fall guy and everyone else is just gonna play dumb. So I have no idea.
So it felt really bad for us because essentially we were so close.
I mean, but I would probably tend to lean in favor of the people that weren't. It wasn't a whole scam. That's what I would tend to believe. I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I would probably give the people the benefit of a doubt, and this Malibu person was just acting out of their own self-interest.
Close to beating the event winner, and we were so close in beating the actual cheaters that I really do wonder how things might have gone if we weren't playing against cheaters. And I feel especially bad for the players that put in all the time and effort and months of training just to have their opportunity robbed of them, because I don't know how long this esports stuff is going to last. I don't know what the league is going to look like next year.
And from Toast's perspective, I mean, he's had a League of Legends team and a Valorant team. I don't know how his League of Legends team went. I don't know if similar things happened in League of Legends, but having an influencer's taste be warped by this experience of a cheater team beat me and got through this is really going to set the tone on, you know, just FPSs and influencers trying to get into esports in FPSs. All right. This is going to warp their perspective, because this like literally sucks for the FPS or for the shooter genre in general. When people in like high profile tournaments are caught cheating, this is not a good look, and it's going to sour the taste in all the honest people who are trying to invest in esports because they like it that much. All right, this sucks.
And this was essentially their big opportunity to showcase to the world like what they were capable of. And I think a lot of people are just going to remember that, oh wow, DSG, they lost in the first round. One of our star players, Katarina FPS, this was one of her last competitive events.
Ooh,
and to go out like that, it's just, I think my most prevailing emotion was just sadness.
Yeah.
And then after that, anger. The actions of this one player and how it impacted me, my players, all the other players in that could have had that spot, as well as just the entire league in general, because now everyone's questioning the competitive integrity of it, including myself.
But honestly, like, this is a thing in all of shooters. Like, no shooter is safe from cheaters. I would say the only thing, and even this can be like taken a way or two, the only way that you can have competitive integrity is LAN tournaments. Like, people travel out somewhere to some place that's not their home onto some tournament stage, and they have to perform in a foreign environment that they're not used to. All right, you get them all brand new peripherals. Like, let's say I'm gonna go to a LAN, okay? And this is gonna be an ideal situation. Let's say they they have all their own PCs, you know, they're gonna have their own monitors, their own PCs, their own mics or whatever, headsets. And here's the part that I wish they would take a little more seriously, because this is the part where it can have the most potential to fuck up. The part where people are allowed to bring their own peripherals, okay? That's where cheats are hidden, in the peripherals. So let's say I'm gonna go to a tournament for my favorite shooter. They're gonna ask me, "Oh, hey, Cornel, what are your preferred peripherals? So we know what you like." All right? They're gonna give me, "Oh man, do you guys got an adjustable height desk? Yeah, sure, we got all that. Do you got an adjustable height chair? Yeah, sure, we got that. All right. What is your preferred mouse of choice? Oh, I'm gonna use a GPX with I don't know, core pads for skates. Can you guys do that for me? Yep, sure, we got you there. What's your favorite mouse pad? Oh, I'm gonna use an Artisan mid mouse pad, because that's my favorite mouse pad. Okay, how about your keyboard? Okay, I want to use a Wooting 60 HE. All right, great. And then from there, whenever I step on, they're gonna hand me my little box that has been checked off by them, and I don't have to bring my own stuff, because if you allow players to bring their own peripherals, that is a point of failure. Okay, so they hand me the box of shit, and then I plug it all in, make sure I do some button checks and blah blah blah. Granted, this is an ideal world. This probably would never happen, but I mean, that's the only way, really. That's the only way, at least I see it. I mean, I'm open to having my mind changed, but I don't know.
Where I feel like it shouldn't have been this easy for someone to cheat and someone to circumvent all these rules and verification systems.
Oh, okay. So also, why did the anti-cheat go off so late in the series, whereas early on it didn't go off? Like, what the heck happened?
To get
I thought Vanguard was like one of the more better anti-cheat systems that worked, and it scans on like multiple different levels, you know, as best you can for a computer. So I want to know what the heck happened there.
To this point, and a lot of people were asking, hey, why not just replay your series? Unfortunately, by that point, when it was discovered they were cheating, the tournament has progressed far enough that it was almost impossible. You would have to replay.
Yeah, you'd have to replay so many matches, and it's just, it would have been too much.
Like 5 different series.
To ask the other competitors to like replay their matches, whereas, I mean, who knows, man? Maybe the anti-cheat didn't go off on any of these other people's computers for some reason or another. But if they replayed the matches, maybe the anti-cheat would like pop off again. Who knows? But I mean, I get it. You can't have so many replays of a tournament series, especially if you're streaming the thing, because people are going to be like, hey, we watched this match already. Why are we rewatching it again? Why are they doing it again? All right, it just brings more attention to the whole cheater thing.
And not only that, do you then ask, oh, what about the spot Newt took? Do you replay the 8+ qualifying series before then, right? Because it's not just us. And realistically, that was just not possible. So essentially means that, hey, someone needs to be holding the short end of the stick. We're really glad that they caught it during the series against Team Complexity, because Team Complexity is a great team and they really deserved to move forward. And we don't want to rob them of that by saying, hey, no, you gotta play us now. It's just not fair to them. Like, no matter what, it was gonna be unfair to someone. And in this case, it's us. And that's life. That's life. It's not always going to be fair. Not the best outcome. I know I always talk about the financial investment of it, but we put in a lot of money to fly these players out, to rent an Airbnb. We were lucky that the gaming cafe so graciously offered their LAN center for us to use for free. So big thank you to them. But yeah, that's the latest update on my esports adventures. I'm hoping things start looking up. Things were looking up with a League of Legends team winning the Tier 2 tournament. I know winning that doesn't really mean anything because we don't get to move on to franchise, but hey, a win's a win, and I will take it at this point. If you want to help support DSG, obviously, there's always the Patreon. Play the Patreon clip.
Fuck?
Hello there. Did you know that DSG has a Patreon where for the low price of $5 a month, you can get exclusive access to behind-the-scenes content, such as my weekly podcast, where I talk about how much money I'm losing every month.
Nice.
Don't you want to subscribe? All proceeds go to players and staff, and the more money we make, the more teams we can have, which means the more stress I can experience. Thank you. And now back to your regularly scheduled DSG content. But if you also want to help in other ways, you can vote for me at the Esports Awards, where I was nominated for Best Esports Personality of the Year. Now, I think there are a lot of amazing nominees on there, and I don't even know if I'm the most deserving. But goddamn, I spend so much money, I'm desperate to win something, so every vote helps. That's it for the DSG Valorant Game Changers team this year. Thank you all for watching and supporting them. If you did, I don't know what next year holds, who knows, but I know they really have appreciated your support, and I have as well. Until next update, hopefully with good news next time.
Oh, dang.
Thank you guys for watching.
Good stuff, Toast. I mean, dude, that fucking sucks that fucking cheaters were wriggling around in another FPS tournament. That sucks. I mean, bro, people are gonna do what people are gonna do, man. You know, you give them an inch, they take a mile, and that's stupid. All right, that's bullshit. Well, best of luck on your upcoming matches, my man. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. All right, so yeah, I'll catch you guys later. I'll see you on the next one. All right, take it easy now. Peace.